Have you gotten paranoid, like randomly, like just in case you get something like this, you're like,
Every haven't you gotten paranoid? You
"Boss,
can't tell me.
the other day I got a weird fever the other day. Wow, my balls even shrunk in size. I don't even know what happened.
Simon says.
Simon says.
Simon says.
Simon says.
Simon says.
It's the Simon Says podcast.
First of all, do you even know anybody who has it?
Uh, Not for sure. I don't have like a doctor's degree like others.
Suspecting some.
No, but okay, I can't reveal names, but there are friends of mine who, not necessarily who live here, who've told me like last week or the week before that, they were feeling a bit. They believe that they went through it because some people, for most people, you won't need to be hospitalized. It'll just be like a really bad cold where you're completely tired all the time and like you're coughing and then it passes.
Have you gotten paranoid?
Say again?
Have you gotten paranoid, like randomly, like just in case you get something like this, you're like,
Every, haven't you gotten paranoid? You can't tell me.
the other day I got a weird fever the other day. Wow, my balls even shrunk in size. I don't even know what happened. Like it was like I stayed at home. I said, you know what? I can persevere through this. I jogged that day. The next 4 days, I jogged consistently to make sure heart, healthy. Immune system.
Like keep it. Yeah, keep fit. And I've had people actually saying that there was this CNN news anchor who caught it, and he was saying like when he was Cuomo, I think Cuomo.
Yeah, come on.
And he was saying like his doctor was like keep getting active because the virus is trying to make you like chill and not move around so I can really get in there. He was like stretch, do activities. So maybe that was like sweat it out, I guess.
Oh, so getting diarrhea when you have corona, it's a good thing because it keep you running. There you go.
Your stomach, yes, but I don't. Unless you live somewhere where your toilet is 200 meters from your bedroom, you're not
Even waking up from this chair, going to the toilet, is still movement.
like this.
Would know.
So yeah, the paranoia is definitely there.
Have you gotten any weird scare? You yourself now, yourself.
Have I gotten any weird what?
Like mental scares. Like one time you just like maybe chilling in the house and you feel some type of way and you're like,
That several, but the biggest one, as I told you, that Monday when I realized no one is at the office, that day when we were in studio doing that first show, like AM show on Monday,
it was you and
it was I alone that day? I might have been alone. Or it was Natalie. No, it was Natalie and I. It was me and Natalie Benji. And we're in studio and I swear to God, I felt like I was sweaty, like feverish kidogo. Like I could feel like a weird fever coming along. But it wasn't. And I was like, "Ugh," but the next day I was totally fine, completely fine, and it hasn't come. I think it was all in my head. And also because of how our studio is set up, like because I was on the control side, so that side doesn't have like a AC vent blasting down at you. The other one does. So yeah, so I had that scare, and then there's another day. I think I felt like a cough coming on, but I think I'd swallowed something too hot or something. So I was like, ah!
it's happening. It's happening. But I won't lie. Go ahead. You're saying? Sorry.
To be honest, how do I say this? Am I more concerned about myself if I get it and I don't infect anyone else, and God forbid, knock on wood, like I die from it? That wouldn't be such a big tragedy. I'm mainly afraid of infecting other people, to be honest.
And I don't think you would probably die from it. You're very active-y kind of person. You know what I mean? You're very like active. But now listen. When was the last time you were sick? Real talk now, okay? When was the last time you were sick?
The past 1 year has been like with me and doctors. Like before last year, I was completely fine. Then I got my motorcycle accident. I was in hospital like for a week. After that, I got diagnosed. I got
On a
I
Buddha
have
Buddha or you're riding a motorcycle?
about the Buddha. I fell. I can't even remember the details.
Let me just laugh.
I can't even remember the details, but that that whole morning of the accident, I can't actually remember. I remember packing my bag to leave the house to go to work, and then after that, I
Mhm.
woke up in the hospital. I can't remember what happened in that period. So from that time
Uh-huh.
to, I told you I have asthma. I had never known, but
I have it too.
since December, since December to like last month, I'd been coughing. I'd get cough syrup, still coughing. My chest feels tight. I went to like a like outpatient. They're like, oh, just take more syrup, take antibiotics, nothing. I finally went to like a chest expert, and he was like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, you have asthma.
Heart. So, yes. And then now you found out that you have asthma. You didn't know previously?
So here's the thing, as he explained, sometimes asthma can lay dormant in your system like till later. Because a friend of mine from work, his dad got diagnosed with asthma when he was like 40 or 45. So the doctor was like, it might have occurred like maybe when you are a child, you used to cough a lot and then it went away. But then when you grow older, some specific little allergen just hits your system, and then your chest remembers, oh shit, yeah, we have
You have
asthma.
this problem.
So yeah,
Uh,
now I have
oh, well, do you have an inhaler like thing? Do you have the inhaler?
it.
I have one
It's
of those.
somewhere here.
I
It's
have like
somewhere.
two of them. For me, I have two of them, backup on backup.
Mine, it's not like a major case of
Yeah.
asthma. It's just I need
Right.
to take my like I need to take my inhaler maybe once a day or when I feel like. But since I started taking it, I'm not like my chest isn't tight. I'm not coughing, so I'm good. But coming back to corona,
Yes.
people with pre-existing conditions are more
Yeah.
at risk. And I heard apparently asthma is a pre-existing condition.
Yeah, it is. It was existing before pre. So yeah, it's pre-existing. Exactly, exactly. That is the truth. That is, and then the thing is, even with me, what freaked me out the most when I got that fever was that okay, cool, I have asthma. That's lungs. That's breath. Jog. Cool. I wake up before everybody else is awake. Hit that jog. Get a jogging routine. Then I come back home, and I don't
What
interact
about
with
the
any
cold?
cold. What do you mean? Oh, for me, okay, my asthma is very little. Like, for example, even I had it all my life. Like, it happens like once or twice a year.
It's the Simon Says podcast.